Welcome to this listening practice story. In today's audio, you'll hear a story called The Unexpected Snowstorm. It's designed to help you improve your listening skills. As you listen, try to focus on understanding the main ideas without using subtitles at first. If you find certain parts challenging, don't worry. Re-listening to those sections can really help. You'll notice new details each time and get more familiar with the vocabulary and pronunciation. After the story ends, there will be explanations for some key vocabulary to expand your learning and a set of comprehension questions to test your understanding. Ready to start? Let's dive into the story. Last Saturday, Emma had big plans. She was going to meet her best friend Mia at the city park for a picnic. The weather forecast had promised clear skies and sunshine. Feeling excited, Emma prepared everything the night before, packing sandwiches, fresh fruits, a thermos of hot chocolate, and even a small blanket. She was looking forward to a relaxing afternoon filled with laughter and good conversation. The next morning, Emma woke up to a slightly cloudy sky but didn't think much of it. As she left her house, she noticed the air felt colder than she had expected. Dark clouds began to gather on the horizon, and she thought, maybe the forecast was wrong. She walked quickly to the park, clutching her bag as the first tiny snowflakes started to fall. By the time Emma reached the park, the snowflakes had become heavier and the ground was dusted in white. Mia was already waiting for her on a bench, wrapped up in a thick scarf and woolen hat, looking amused. "Did you expect a picnic in the snow?" Mia joked. Emma laughed. "Not exactly, but we can still make the best of it." The two friends decided to adapt their plans. Instead of sitting on the damp bench, they started walking through the park, marveling at how quickly everything was transforming. The trees, bare just moments ago, were now wearing coats of white. Children were already running around, throwing snowballs and giggling. The park felt magical, as if they had stepped into a winter wonderland. "I guess it's our first snowstorm of the season," Mia said, as she tried to catch snowflakes on her gloves. Emma nodded. "And it's only November. Who knew?" Their planned picnic turned into an impromptu snow adventure. They built a small snowman using pebbles and a stick for its face and arms. They even had a snowball fight, laughing so hard that their cheeks turned red and their hands began to freeze. At one point, Emma spilled some hot chocolate while trying to pour it, but the warm drink was a welcome treat in the chilly air. As the snowstorm grew heavier, the streets began to look treacherous. Cars were driving slower, and people hurried to find shelter. Mia suggested they leave before it became too difficult to get home. "Let's call a taxi," she said. Emma agreed, her fingers and toes tingling from the cold. "Good idea. Walking home in this would be a disaster." When Emma finally got back to her cozy apartment, she felt exhausted but happy. She wrapped herself in a blanket, sipping the last of her hot chocolate. Looking out the window, she watched the snow continue to fall, covering the city in a thick white blanket. Her plans might not have gone as expected, but the snowy surprise had turned an ordinary Saturday into something truly memorable. Great job so far. Here are quick questions to test yourself. Ready? Let's begin. Well done. Listening practice isn't always easy, but you're making great progress. Keep practicing and you'll get better every day. You've got this.